This morning we're going to be tying a fly with a new product from Hairline. This is called the Fish Skull Helmet, Sculpin Helmet. Basically what it is an aluminum head with eye recesses in kind of the shape of a sculpin. So what I've done, they come with eyes. I've already taken a second and putting the eyes on there since that's a fairly laborious project. One thing that'll help people tie with these is this product slides on after the fact. So what I've done is I've taken the helmet, I've put it onto the hook, and I've left a little mark with a Sharpie. Maybe you'll see that on camera as to where the fly should start and stop as far as tying materials goes, because you don't want to crowd that too much up forward. So anyhow, that being said, I've got the hook upside down just for a moment. Somewhere around here I've got a piece of black barred olive rabbit strip. I've cut this about 2 inches long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of measure where that edge is going to be, and then I'm going to take that piece of leather and I'm just going to impale it, and then I'll just move that out of my way. I'm going to take the hook, flip it upside down, or right side up here. And I'm going to start my thread essentially right there where that mark was from the Sharpie. So just make a little base wrap of your thread of choice. In this case we're using Lagerton 150 denier, really strong stuff. Nice to work with. I'm going to take about a 2.5 inch piece of two-tone olive and black crosscut rabbit. This is going to form the body. So we're going to make a few wraps of that.
Are both of those pieces crosscut? Or?
No, one piece is just the first piece that we impaled is just a straight barred rabbit strip.
And so it's important that this is a crosscut strip.
Correct, because it's getting wrapped like a hackle basically. Creates a little bit more mass and movement for your body. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of flatten all of that hair out from the crosscut. And we're going to lay, maybe the opposite direction here. We're going to lay that strip, so we're actually going to fluff it the opposite direction. We're going to secure the strip down right on top of there. So we've got the dorsal surface pointing down towards the table right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some red Flashabou, and we're going to just put a handful of strips in there, 6 or 7, something like that, small gather. We're just going to cut those a little bit short, but basically what we're doing is making just like a little bleeding throat with some gill segmentation. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in what basically amounts to the pectoral fins. This is olive India hen cape, excuse me. I'm going to tie that in by the tip.
And a little longer hackle is good here because you're going to hide some of that with the helmet.
That's correct. There's essentially your body and your hackle and all that. So for the time being I'm going to just tie a quick whip finish in here, just a couple wraps or whatever, just to get that thing locked down. Then I'm going to take my helmet here, and remember the eyes will be facing down at least for a moment or two here. We're going to restart our thread.
And you could put a little glue on underneath too, if you wanted to.
Absolutely. Yeah, a little drop of super glue, or maybe like Zap Goo, something that's going to have a little bit more body to it. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to tie a dam here in front of the head to kind of lock it down into position. Try that again.
So you got what's tied on the hook and your thread dam basically keeping this thing in, but a zap gel or a zap goo would
really lock it down into place. See,
right.
There you can kind of have a little bit better profile shot of it. You know, you got cool looking eyes on there. On the back side you're going to see some gills. That hook is designed now basically keeled to ride hook up, so your snags are going to be considerably less. And I think a hook stuck in the upper beak of a fish is a lot better than one stuck in the lower jaw for sure. This is the Helmet Sculpin, one of my favorites. Hope it's one of yours too.